Hi everybody, thanks for being here and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now these cards are always well shuffled in between readings, and the cards that pop out or that I'm drawn to are for the sign in general. So it may not reflect everyone's personal circumstances, but even if one card relays a message, then I'm good with that. So enjoy. Hi Aries, glad you're here, and this is Friday. There we go, and this is the 15th of March. Oh. Hope you're all having a good week so far. Looking forward to the weekend. I think I actually put the wrong card down there, so I'm going to give you the one that I thought I was going to put down. There we go. I think that's an error on my part, but it must be there for a reason. So let's see what its meaning is in with all these cards. All right, let's get started. All right, let's get started. Now we've got the King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Judgment card. Now, do you have a pretty good lifestyle? Do you have a lot of nice things round about you? Life's quite easy. You've got an abundance of, of life experiences. You've got an abundance of things. You could say that you're maybe affluent. And you like material goods. You like having gadgets and things round about you. You like an easy lifestyle. You like things to be practical and do the job that they're said they're there to do, and do them quickly. Now, have you had an experience that's maybe opened your eyes to something? Something that has made you aware that not everybody has the same life experience that you have. And it could be that, maybe they don't have the same amount of possessions or money. Maybe they don't have the same opportunities to move forward and make their skills work for them. Now, with this, have you decided that you want to use your experience, your life skills, your resources, and become part of a team? Because the Three of Pentacles here is about working together in a group to better the community, to better people's life experiences and their quality of life. This is about enhancing people's lives and helping them to live in an idealistic way, or as close as you can get. So this is something that, in your eyes and in everybody's eyes that are pulling together to make this possible, this is a worthwhile project. This is something that will benefit the community. It's something to value. And you want to be part of this project. Now, it could be that this is something that is not really to do with work. It may not be part of your everyday lifestyle. It could be something that you're volunteering to do. It could be something that you're lending or giving your resources to. And when I say resources, it may not always mean just money. It could be that you're lending equipment, you're lending your time. Now, in moving on to the Page of Wands here, this could be something that you've never done before. Because the Page of Wands here is telling me that these are things or actions or tasks that you've not had any experience in doing. So this could be really new for you. And because of that, is your confidence maybe a little bit shaky? Do you feel that you need to go to people who've been there for a while and say, am I doing this right? I'm doing okay, aren't I? Because you don't want to look silly. You don't want to look as though you're doing a bad job. You don't want to have your self-esteem knocked. Could it be because you're used to being the person that's in charge? And now you're just one of the everyday run-of-the-mill workers. That in itself is a very different experience. Instead of being the boss, you're having to teamwork. You're having to put in the elbow grease. So even though this is a learning curve for you, it's something that you're taking the opportunity and you're jumping in with both feet. Now we've got the Ten of Wands coming after that. And with that single task, with that single beginning of learning, of the learning curve, do you quickly find that you can do lots of things? This may be a new experience, but every time you repeat it, you get better. You become more experienced, you become more confident. And then you try something new and the same thing happens. And before you know it, that one opportunity turns into many. Your skills develop until you can do a whole variety of different things with confidence. And it quickly becomes that it is a new experience, to opportunities, to duties that you have to do, and responsibility that you have within the project. That you're a small cog within the larger wheel that produces an amazing effect. And very soon you become obligated to it. It's something that you feel that you need to do. The Judgment card here. Is this letting you see life in a totally different light? Were you so used to getting up in the morning and, just going through the day, repetition after repetition, dealing with the practical ins and outs, making sure that, you produce quality and you have a quality lifestyle? Do you maybe realise now that you've got to an experienced point in this, that is this lifestyle being pushed into the grey, into the periphery? Because your eyes have been opened here. It's like a rite of passage. This experience has given you a whole new depth of understanding of what life is about. And it's brought vibrancy back into your life. The fact that you're giving and experiencing new things, developing your skills, and doing something that's not really about you. It's about other people. It's about something that's worthwhile. And suddenly you realise how grey your life was before. You thought it was fine. But now that you've got this depth of colour, you realise that this is what life is about. Bringing vibrancy into your life and really living. Have you went through an awakening because of this experience? It's an amazing thing to go through. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I've blethered on for a long time now, and I hope that within this reading there has been messages that have went out and they've made you think, and they've maybe opened your eyes to something that's going on in your life and how you interpret that. All right, have a great day and see you next time. Bye, Aries. Hi, you're back. Glad to see you. And this is your reading for the 15th of March. Friday. Let's have it. Oh, okay. Cards flipped over in the deck there, so all right. Let's see what they have to say. Okay. All right then. Here we go. All right, now we've got the Two of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Cups. Now, is there something that you've been mulling over in your mind? Something that you're in a little bit of a quandary about? Can't seem to figure something out? Or are you questioning yourself? Because is there something you want to do? Is there something that you don't know how people will feel about it? Or you don't know what to expect? And could it be that your mind is telling you one thing, telling you possibly that it's okay, telling you to go do it? Now, because this is about questioning, about making a decision, and it could be that, you don't know everything. You haven't worked it out in your mind yet. So could you need to make a decision on your instincts, on your emotions, on what your heart is telling you? Could your heart be telling you something different than your head? And it could be that when you're looking at this problem, that it's quite similar to the moon's shadow, because we've got a moon up here too. You can look at a problem in a whole variety of different ways. And every time you look at something, you throw a light on it. Now, you could be in a different position. You could be going through a cycle similar to the moon. Shadows look different every single time. So you never really get a full picture. You never really get to see, the big picture, because it's always in shadow and it looks different every single time you look or think about it. Now, with the Ten of Wands here, is this something is it about something that you spend a lot of time doing? Are you trying to make a decision about something you feel maybe a duty? Do you have a lot of responsibilities about something? And at this moment in time, do they maybe feel like a little bit of an obligation? Do you maybe want to go and do something else instead of these tasks? Your head could be telling you to go do it, but your heart could be pulling you in a different direction and saying, no, this is something that you have to do. This is your responsibility. Is that the quandary? Is that the question? Now we've got the Three of Cups in reverse here. Is the question about whether or not you go partying or go on a holiday? Or could it be that, should you go on a night out? Do you maybe live life to excess? Do you maybe go a little bit crazy because your life is full of responsibility? And when you get a break from that, do you maybe overindulge? And the effects of that on you and the people round about you can be, quite extensive depending on how much excess you indulge in. Could lead to lots of arguments the next day. Could lead to animosity. Could lead to a lot of falling out, and then, people not talking to each other and excluding each other from different activities. So sometimes when you're in a life that has a lot of responsibilities and you get that moment of freedom, sometimes it goes to your head and the effects of it can be quite long lasting. Now, the next card we have here is the Ten of Cups. Do you want a good life? Do you want to live a life that's full of happiness? You know, and you want to go home of an evening and heave a sigh of relief because this is your sanctuary. This is the place that you come to for peace, for enjoyment of, you know, observing life and being part of life at its best. This is your place where you spend time with your loved ones. And it's a place where you recharge your batteries and look to the world afresh with optimism. Are these moments of excess having an effect on this blissful family life? Has your cut loose affected your day to day? So is that what the decision is about? The effects of being responsible, the effects of going out and having fun and just living in the moment. Which one do you choose? Is possibly the work and the responsibility, you know, represented by your head? And is the fun-loving person within you represented by your heart? And the thing is that, you know, this decision of which one do you do, which one would be the best, is something that you're still trying to make sense of, because are you maybe seriously not sure which should have an effect on your happiness? Because yes, you need to work, but yes, you also need to have fun. But you want the stability of love. Why is it such a serious question? Is there a reason why you can't have both? Or all three? Is this decision dependent on something within your family life? Could this decision have an effect on this life? And the thing is until you figure all of those things out, until you figure out what the answers will be, you're going to have to live your life on instinct, you know, and feel your way, just the same as everybody does. Deal with each moment and live it in the best way possible. All right, I'm just blethering on now, so I'm going to stop talking, but have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo. Hi Sagittarius, so glad you could join me, and this is your daily reading, for the 15th, I nearly said the 13th, this is for the 15th of March. Alright, I'm going to have another little shuffle or two. Okay, let's have that one. And another little shuffle. I hope you're all having, oh okay, I want that one, a great week. And Friday, yes, let's have a look at what these cards are saying. Alright, now we've got the Three of Wands, the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Death card. Now, if you found something that you're beginning to get really focused on, something that you want every single action that you make to draw attention to you, because whatever this thing is, you're passionate about it, and you're going to some lengths to try to find out as much as you possibly can about the focus of your attention. And once you have found out as much as you can, are you maybe expecting that all of that knowledge, all of that experience will give you the upper hand in an outcome? Do you feel very optimistic that because of your familiarity, that you will be the one that's chosen? That you will be seen as being attractive to this other person? So you really are hoping that, all of this preparation is going to, give you a good return. Now, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, is it maybe not going quite so well? Because you seem to be worried. You seem to be obsessing over the person of your attention. You can't stop thinking about them. Your focus is total on this person, so you must be very passionate about them. Now, has all this focus and obsessive thoughts resulting in you maybe not sleeping because you can't get the person out your head? And the less you sleep, do you become a little bit more cranky? Do you maybe use certain things to maybe knock you out so you can get a few hours sleep? But as time goes on, do you maybe need to use more and more to the point that it may get a little bit out of control? Because is it taking too long to get this return? Is your focus having to be ongoing and obsessional? But with the Knight of Swords in reverse here, even though, you possibly have become a little bit fanatical about this person, has your feelings began to get a little bit out of control? Has the lack of sleep finally taken its toll? Do you feel slighted by this person because your focus has been on them for so long? And you expect them to give you something back, but is it maybe not happening? Do you feel slighted? Do you feel that, there's something wrong? That there's an injustice here? Why are you not being chosen? Could it be that the person doesn't see you that way? Could it be that the person didn't know that all of this work, all of this passion, all of this effort and worry and obsessive thoughts that have gone in to your time together? Has that person maybe not realised that all of this is happening? Maybe they don't feel the same way. Is that what the injustice is? Are things beginning to get out of control? With the Death card following it, have you maybe realised that you need to stop? That this is becoming extremely negative for you? That every time you see this person, does it maybe hit you hard that your feelings are not being returned? Is it maybe running through your head that the best thing for you to do for yourself is to give yourself some space, to maybe not see this person quite so much, to start to put some distance between you? Because all of this fanatical behaviour, especially when it's not returned, can be very destructive. Maybe you're finally realising that a new start is necessary, that you need to start doing different things and try to put this in the past so that you can move on, so that you can grow and begin to be a different person because of this experience. Is it possible that people have said to you that it's time to grow up? It's time to put these things in the past and, to find a different path. Change your outlook, your lifestyle, maybe even your group of friends, because these strong feelings that you have are destructive and you need a fresh start. All right, I'm going to stop going on and on and on. Have a good day and I'll see you next time. Bye, Sagittarius.